or your people eternally poverty-stricken. Sunday Igboho was one of those working for them.
It was actually a key.
And that's how we made money. So why the hell do you think I will respect him? Yes, a broken clock can be correct twice a day. So if a broken clock is fighting against Fulani terrorists, which is in my interest to an extent, I will support him. But that doesn't mean that I don't remember the fact that he is a political thug that made his money from the uselessness of Nigeria. So with that being said, all you clowns, just come to the comment section, type your rubbish, I'll cuss you out, then block you. Okay? And nobody is above criticism. No, absolutely nobody. I don't care who you are. You guys love all that.
You can't take people's people's commitments. You can't just take that for granted. Okay? I mean, we have people who have years of commitment, financial commitment, because they listen to you, told them they will get Yoruba nation. Only for you to turn around and now tell them to what? Defend.
Tell me I can't protest.
You even understand how insulting that is?
What kind of insult is that? I'm dying of hunger. I can't feed my children, and you're telling me not to go and protest. Who the hell is this guy?
Coming from somebody who was leading protests to encourage us to leave Nigeria.
What a hypocrite. This man is an alabosi. This man is a hypocrite. Yes.
I have been hearing.
I hope it's all allegation. Don't worry. Leave that. Leave all those guys. Anyways, at the end of the day, we're not even trying to cause any fights. Bro, we already have too much fight in our hand. We're already fighting with the demon called Nigeria. We don't need to fight any one of these other clowns. But don't bring your Baba Sokwe bullshit around us, because we don't respect that. We don't respect that. And finally, Mayego, we had this conversation on Sunday. Yes. I told you that me personally, I would rather Nigeria break up after this revolution before we get Yoruba nation. And this is part of the reasons. Because, you see, a lot of our people, we have this mentality of worshiping and being slaves to other people. We just want to worship someone. We just want someone to be our hero. But if we have a revolution now that these young people are about to set up, and that revolution creates a society where people no longer respect, or at least a huge percentage of the population no longer respect all these clowns. They no longer put people on a pedestal where they cannot be criticized. They no longer look at all these pastors and all these fake traditional kings as their saviors. Then we can have Yoruba nation after that. Because when we get to that Yoruba nation, we would have fewer Baba Sokwe slaves that will be telling me in the future that, no, you can't go against that man. He's our leader. No.
That does. He has told us things. We cannot question him.
Sorry, we'll quit questioning people.
My life,
thank you.
I will now begin to kind of fear somebody and say, "Is our lead?"
Come on, thunder fire all those leaders. Amen.
Let me take another one.
Thank you, my brother.
We've got just about 10 minutes to go. I have a caller, so we can share it like 2-3 minutes, 2 minutes. I can still take like maybe 3 calls. Here, hello. Do I still have you or not? Are you there? Okay. So I think I lost that caller. I'm taking another one. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Baba, how you go? God bless you, sir.
Amio, and you too. How you doing, Baba?
This is Scott from Canada.
Scott, thanks so much for dropping by.
Well, if he's already happening, he's already happening. There's no way. I think the poverty caused all of this process. And same thing is happening in Venezuela now. The police that they ordered to attack the peaceful protesters, they are removing their uniforms. It's happening right now. It's happening right now.
Venezuela,
police they are removing their uniform right now to join the protest, because you are also part of the you are suffering.
And now the biggest society.
It is. I don't know if anybody goes to any police station in Nigeria. It's impossible for you to spend a whole day inside police station in Nigeria and not your body self will be smelling. The odor that comes out from a police station self can make you go to the hospital. So they are also suffering. The military, the soldiers are suffering. They are suffering. So if somebody is sitting in a hotel and giving you command to go and kill people, it's happening. I think it's good that social media is bringing all of these things to light. Thank God for social media. If not for social media, they will just
they have been having an easy riding rough other people.
Exactly.
And they have been doing so, believing that they will remain that blind.
Exactly.
It is dropping,
it is dropping. The level to get to now, I think it's good that poverty is the only thing that will spring people up. 5 years ago, you still buy small Indomie for 50, 40, 45 naira. Small size Indomie. Crate of egg, you buy a crate of egg for 400 naira. Even at 400 naira, then we will say, this is a big man area, we buy for 400 naira. You can't even see a crate of egg now for 4,000 naira. So even the minimum wage is not even enough to feed a baby. A baby cannot even survive on 70,000 naira today. So
giving them 5,000 naira would be enough. And for how long?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I don't blame them. They've acquired so much assets that they cannot maintain. One of the big problem is acquiring assets. Assets sometimes can be a problem. When you acquire too many assets that you need money to keep maintaining it. So they have a lot to protect. There are a lot of vessels. There are vessels waiting to take crude oil. There are vessels waiting that this protest will stop. So they have a lot.
So they will do
everything. They have a lot.
You see, they will do everything to stop the protest, but they will not do anything to actually implement policies that can change things or reverse things. You know what I mean?
It's impossible for you to make policies because the system. Recently, I sent an average Nigeria today is an average Nigeria. If you put 10 Nigerians now, 8 of them are ready to scam you. You can't take advantage of you. So you can't give the president will give order.
And then the governor said don't respond. Will milk again.
The governor said he's ready to scam president. The commissioner is ready to scam governor. The local government one, a manager in the office is ready to scam CEO. The ordinary chef in the kitchen is ready to scam anybody.
I know. Let me take one more. Then,
yeah. Thank you very much. I'm happy everything is going pretty well. With the protest. So I pray that things go really well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you so much, Escoto. So I'm going to take my last call. Okay. Listen, I have said this, and I'm not new to this. Okay. Somebody is saying something about Koiki. See, I am going to have to, you see this one that you have watched this afternoon, okay? Some of them that are mostly like irrelevant. They've become irrelevant since the moment Igboho was locked up. And then since then till now, they've been like nearly irrelevant. Even Koiki himself is involved in some of this shady nonsense. So whatever he wants to say about me, he better be very sure, right? That there are those things that I will hear and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's true. There are not things that are going to be made up in because he's going to be desperate to want to say something. Somebody said I blocked him. I don't know. Anyway, the point here is this, okay? Somebody asked, what do you mean? Who told you that Igboho is not serious about Yoruba nation? I told you. It is all fluke. It's all fake. It's all smoke screen. Anybody that tells you that they are promoting Yoruba nation, and then they have an association with Tifnumbu, they are completely fraud. And you can prove me wrong on that. Okay? So because you have to prove to me the connection between Tifnumbu and Yoruba nation. Okay? You would have to come and prove that. And then most of you actually have no shame. Okay? You have no shame to the point that you have said a lot about this same Tifnumbu, but because you do not have shame, with little kind of memory, right? you are likely going to, to have forgotten. Now you defend them. You say a lot of things. Don't use Awawi because, we need to let people see what's going on, okay? And I hope it won't get to that. So this one is pretty much like tells you, if you say Yoruba nations will not protest, and then you turn around and say, no, you didn't say that. Okay. That means if I have cocked the gun before to shoot the truth fully, I can uncock it, but that doesn't mean that it is not still loaded. Do you get that now? Because we know what came with all of these pronouncements. Yeah, we do. And when the time is right, we will help the people with the right information of those who are planning to create violence in Yoruba land. How is it going to sound if the people that once rose together to say Yoruba land needs peace, Yoruba land needs safety, are now those that they are going to pay to wreak havoc in Yoruba land, just to prove that Tifnubu controls here. And if we say no protest, no protest, Igboho better not get involved. I've got my own facts too. So you better be careful when you want to kind of speak for him, because majority of you can't speak for him. You can't. Here, hello.
Baba mi mayegun ekusheke.
Kábíyèsí o, Bishop.
Fine, sir. Well done, sir. Èṣù oníráyè láàrin wa lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ má jẹ́ tún go. Ẹ má jẹ́ lórúkọ àwọn alálẹ̀.
We are telling them, they like Tinubu, Loba Tinubu, but like attach Yoruba nation more.
Attach Yoruba nation more, yeah.
So I'm a
yeah.
Benny. And if they win, since they have the right to do whatever they want, Abi, then we also have the right to expose them.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Benny, all what your analysis and all that, you are not lying, no. I'm an insider in Yoruba nation, no.
Bless you, Baba.
Working directly with Baba Kitoye. But what I want to make clear is that I don't know who advised Oloye on this release. It's just diplomacy.
One dumbo fool, honestly speaking.
Yeah. Diplomacy, they won't try to create. It's just diplomacy. And Chief will want to keep quiet. There was a time
keep quiet to yourself. Whatever it is you agree with them.
Say
you just that is what the situation now. Yeah,
oh my cause confusion. Oh my cause confusion. Oh my cause confusion.
Drag everybody, destroy everybody.
Down. Tinubu might drag everybody down.
Destroy everybody. Shame. I help you.
Tinubu ó ti wò pé tóun bá lọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo wa lájọ máa lọ́lẹ̀.
Yorùbá dey lọ́lẹ̀ torí
Tinubu. That's Tinubu for you. So we don't have to play any game. Kò sí any relationship kankan láàrin Igboho àti Tinubu, ọ̀tá ni wọ́n o.
You get
but ó fẹ́ lo diplomacy yẹn kó má tún di pé wọ́n tún lé nínú ilé. Those are the issues, and Chief could have just keep money to advise on Kini Sita. I don't know. He could have just keep quiet. He could have just keep quiet.
Everybody to buy defend Tinubu and they will be treated the same way. Everybody.
The same way. That let me tell you the truth.
Yes.
That man gave his own family a leo. That man gave it. Do you know when? Momo. Cannot nígbà yẹn. Do you know àwọn Yorùbá kan nínú Yorùbá nation wọ́n tún kick against it. The guy was crying. Wípé Kanu ti kú. Ṣé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tó máa ṣe fóun rẹ̀? So he is just trying to play diplomacy, and I think this one was mismanaged. It was mismanaged. It was mismanaged. He shouldn't have write anything. Because Yoruba nation was not even stated out on protest. So, Àti
Koiki o, àti Akintoye, àti the rest of them. We are seeing them and we are watching them so close.
So closely, so closely.
You cannot rubbish the sacrifices of people.
Yoruba,
right?
People
for years, just because you want to.
So, come and play game. Come and play. One call letters to Tinubu is on negotiation.
You know what? And
Tinubu did not go down low.
And now
go down low.
Ignore throughout.
At everything. Baba de ti so nsin wípé ita o ma gbe ko. So even this protest is helping us.
Yẹn máa wáyé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Máa fọ́n díẹ̀. Ẹni bá máa parẹ́ kó lọ kú dànù.
Àwọn Yorùbá máa jáde, wọ́n máa protest. But letter tó gbé jáde, let me tell you also.
Yes, sir.
Mo fẹ́ kó mọ̀ wípé àwọn tájọ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation wọ̀nyí, àwọn ọ̀tá pọ̀ láàrin wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Tinubu.
Oníjìbìtì ni wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá nation, they are just like a front.
Àwọn ọ̀tá pọ̀ láàrin wa. Deputy, ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé deputy Baba Akintoye gọ́gọ́gọ́gọ́. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kíkẹ́ out ní ayílóge or something. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kíkẹ́ out láìpẹ́ ni. Tó fẹ́ máa drag àwọn èèyàn kọ́ lọ máa support one Nigeria. Baba Akintoye sọ wípé he was disappointed wípé tó bá ní pé èèyàn máa betray òun máa ní pé máa yẹ òun ṣe òun kò lè jẹ́ òun. But he did. So but nǹkan tí èmi kàn máa sọ ni pé me, I know your intelligence. I know your intelligence, and somebody like you is needed advising Chief Igboho. If you put a call now to Koiki, I know you're not going to call. Yes, I know. During that time in Benin, that's when you did that.
It was a total mismatch.
Igboho will be largely welcome you to speak with him and advising that Baba Batima gbe ko be jade.
It's as simple as that.
You give your
own. If you want to be with Tinubu, it is your right, Baba. It is your right. Do not drag Yoruba nation to it. We've seen enough.
He's not being with Tinubu. He's not being with Tinubu. Akọni ni máa yẹ kò yí sí o.
Nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni mo witness ni. But tí máa jókòó right mọ́kọ́ ni mo wá wò pé so you reduce all of their sacrifices, including the death that happened. Right? You reduce that to
go easy.
The rest of the world are also suffering. Yoruba land will not be a launch pad for the disintegration of Nigeria. Do you even understand how important that is? Anybody to even say that or put your name beside that.
He's just trying to play diplomacy. He's just trying to play diplomacy. Co-work ni diplomacy no very play but co-work ni ama gbogbo ama jọ sọ náà ni.
Anyway,
ama jọ sọ náa ni ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Ama bá wọn sọ ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
It's all right. Thank you. No me o and I will never do anything that I cannot defend. Yẹn mo sọ pé tí bá ti come public báyìí mo gbéjà yẹn kò wọ́n lójú straight nìyẹn so mo need response. Let's see how it goes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni oníkálukú adé sí try.
You get that? Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo bóyá máa lọ.
Bóyá máa lọ náà kò síjà.
You know,
ẹ ṣé.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So yeah, I hold you the right to explain, to let you know what is going on. Okay. Now, if people who don't understand what is really attached to this Yoruba nation advocacy, there are so many of us who actually take it so serious. And I won't lie to you. To achieve Yoruba nation, we will sacrifice all of these Oloribukwoma Yorubas that are misleading Yoruba land and destroying Yoruba land. But that's not going to be done by a group of people. It will be done by the Yorubas to them, and we will lead the charge. Boy, she might enjoy whatever it is Nigeria is kind of making up. Continue to tell me to come back and do this or that. Diary, right? I do not have to actually see any of you face to face before. You are held responsible for your actions. Trust. If you haven't really kind of put your hands in front of my blade once, maybe you can say all you can. But when I speak, when I address an issue, I mention names. I do. And I've just mentioned few. And I hope, like our dear bishop just came to clear, it was a diplomacy gone wrong. Let it just remain as that. As for Koiki Tolon Sosokuso, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to. But if it becomes something that comes to my attention, I just pay time to destroy. When I say destroy, I'm talking about the lie you represent. Okay, all of your fraudulent lies, and not just that, including all of your actions that we should be working on too. I'm just saying, because the Yoruba Nation Advocacy do you understand that? And Yolori Bruku our Badorians that you are probably going to be parted to, with soon because of Tifnumbu. We already identified them and what they believe in. Once Tifnumbu is dead, their own ideology and everything about them will die. We know that. We just want to reduce the damages before that time. So please, don't play on our intelligence. You are welcome. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone. Me, I know they do physical job. But you see this? And some other things behind there, right? They can make your biggest man beg. Do you understand? Because if you have something like the trust of, we want our own nation and all of that, that's an ideology. You can come around and fool around. You can come around and scam people and all of that, but do not ever in your life try to undermine that or link it to that of a Tifnumbu. Tifnumbu doesn't represent anything Yoruba, ever. Everything Tifnumbu represents or stands for is always been against the Yoruba land, against the Yoruba people. Do I need to explain that to you? So yeah, it is the fight between the light and darkness. You are a Tifnumbu supporter. Magic can't pretend. We know they pretend. I don't like you, you don't like me. It's obvious. And I don't want you to like me because I will never, for any reason, have anything to like you for. So we will deal with ourselves that way because very soon, all of this, they have expiry dates. It will soon expire. Okay? It will soon expire. Hey, well, warm up. Let you refresh. I'll see you later this evening. Let's see what happened before evening as well. Before evening as well. Thanks for your time. I will see you later. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.